Today's study, we're going to be going over the life of Isaac. In the previous study, we went over the life of Isaac's father, Abraham. Abraham would hear promises from God. One of the most crucial and miraculous was that his wife, Sarah, would bear a son, even though Sarah was well over childbearing age. So important was the news of this promised child, who would be named Isaac, that God himself visited Abraham in human form in order to reinforce the promise he made to them. Genesis 18 tells us, "And the Lord said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life, and lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. In a year's time Sarah thy wife shall have a son." Genesis 21 then goes on to tell us about Isaac, the promised child, being born around a year after the Lord's visit, Sarah being 90, Abraham 100 years old. Some years later, God would test Abraham's faith by telling him to take his only son, Isaac, his promised son, to the land of Moriah, near Jerusalem, and sacrifice him for a burnt offering. The next morning, Abraham set off on a 3 days journey to the land of Moriah, bringing with him 2 of his servants, wood for the sacrifice, and his only son, Isaac. On the 3rd day, Abraham ordered his servants to stay behind while he and Isaac journeyed up Moriah. Isaac then asked his father where the sacrifice was. As they had the wood and fire, Abraham replied, "My son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering, as he would through Christ later on." That was a prophetic utterance. Only moments before Abraham follows through with the sacrifice, the angel of the Lord, as we're told, called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham, lay not thine hand upon the lad." The Lord then provided a ram whose horns were caught in a thicket to be offered in place of Abraham's son Isaac. And we go over all of these similarities. As you'll notice, this thicket foreshadowing the crown of thorns that would be placed upon Christ's head on the day of crucifixion. We go over all of these similarities in my video, 30 plus similarities between Isaac and Jesus.